Well, welcome everyone to this lovely Wednesday evening here at Sydney Parade, where we see uh, hopefully a very exciting match between Pembroke Women's Thirds team versus Rush Women's Second. This little bit odd chilly as you'd expect on an Irish night. Doesn't matter what type of part of the year it is. Once the sun goes down, it can get a bit breezy and a bit chilly, but it's still dry and lovely. Good conditions to play in. Still a fair bit of light, which is one of the great things that happens out here in Ireland in the summer months. So, it looks like Rush are in the field and Pembroke are batting. And looks like
It's the quickest Graham's run a single in about 3 years.
yeah, Graham's sprinting between the stumps to make sure that they're all square and in line, etc. We have an extreme close-up of the pitch from an aerial site. Looks like we're about to land. Sorry. But anyway, welcome, Craig, and how are you this evening?
Grand. Busy day. Always nice to come down to the brook afterwards and just unwind by spending 3 hours commentating and setting up and taking down equipment. It's
a dream.
It's the dream. It is the dream. Do you know, I doubt I've been happier in my life over a prolonged period of time.
Well, that's great to hear. And I'd love to echo those sentiments, especially when you can see 3 hours of watching a great team like the Pembroke Women's Thirds, who are always a joy to...
Entertaining.
And they are very entertaining and great joy to watch.
They had a great season 2 years ago. They were unbeaten, won the cup, won the league, won club side of the year. It was a good season for them. It's gone a little bit screw-whiffy since then, and they're now in Division 3. And today, as you say, they're playing Rush.
So, first ball has been bowled to start the innings. Just goes through as a dot. And looks like Naomi Mitchell and Gail Bowen opening the batting for Pembroke.
Good ball.
Oh, yeah. Naomi's it's a full toss and just played away gently to the offside for a single. So, Mitchell's off the duck, and she's scored her first run and opened the account for Pembroke.
Umpire making sure his instructions are heard by everybody in the surrounding county.
Mm-hmm. Well, good line. Very good line and length there. This is O'Donoghue. I'm not quite sure what her first name is, but we'll get back to you as soon as we have that information.
I'll get that information for you now, James.
Smart money's only in, I reckon, Mary.
I'd have been right. I didn't say it out loud, but I think I commentated on Mabel recently.
Oh, well, that's my second guess. She's bowling a really good line and length.
Michael was my second guess.
Right, I might just move on from that. She's bowling well, actually. She's getting the ball to dip very late. Oh, there we go. Just a bit full.
Yeah, a bit full toss. Just played out in the offside. Dot ball. But yes, it's not a bad evening, as you say. It's an Irish summer evening. I can see big black rain-threatening clouds and blue sky and everything in between.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure which jacket to put on and which hat, and get the sunblock out just in case.
Well,
that's a lovely shot.
Bowen plays one out to point. They take the single. Graham Mooney calls over, and then he takes somebody's bat.
And he's doing a bit of repair shop sort of work there.
He's gonna, you know what? The handle's gonna rip. The cover is gonna rip. He's gonna. Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah, you can take it back. I just make some modifications to the stumps and doing, as you can see there, it's fascinating. Anyway, after the first over, it's a good over for Rush. Pembroke have scored 2 runs with no loss. A bit of trouble just keeping the bails on the stumps at the moment. It's a little bit breezy at times, a bit gusty. And sometimes Ramnath Pura now to take up the bowling from the St John's end. Ramnath Pura. Apologies for the pronunciation. I am an Australian.
Well, that one just drifts down the leg side, but close enough to the bat. This is where it's a good league in that it's a common sense league when it comes to wides. None of us are throwing it down the leg side on purpose. But it happens. Go Bowen, just a little bit slow onto that one. Nicely played away on the offside behind square. Point fielder is the one chasing after it, but she's going to pick up 2. They'll take Galbowen on to 3, takes the score on to 4. And we're well and truly underway. 20 over game. Power play lasts for 6 overs. Only 2 fielders can be outside. No, there's no ring here. Only 9 fielders could be on the field, plus a wicketkeeper and a bowler. And again, full toss is played out towards point this time, or the fielders let it go through. That's unfortunate. She bent down to it, but it got under her fingers and ran away for a boundary, and that's the first boundary for Pembroke and a first boundary for Gail Bowen, and she now has moved on to 7 quite quickly in this, the second over. Yes, it's a little bit blowy down here in Sydney Parade tonight. It's not too cold, though. Yeah, compared to some days we've had this year. I mean, I do have on a t-shirt, a rugby shirt. Well, that one rattles into the pads. Perhaps worth an appeal. No appeal coming. Probably going down leg side. Ladies. Well, Gail Bowen smashed one through point for 4, James, with the help of a misfield. Oh, she tried to show you again what she'd done earlier in the over, and that is the over. Sorry.
Now, obviously, a very successful over there for Pembroke. 6 runs from it. Yeah, she's a good bat. She's very good with the bat, Gail Bowen. Here we go to the replay.
I'd like to see her pick up a bat earlier. Because by the time she picks it up and brings it down,
yeah,
she's losing a lot of time. So start with it up and then just bring it down into the shot.
Yeah, absolutely. Just get that pendulum right. More power, more time.
Especially seeing it on that replay, you can see she waited so late to bring that back, and then it's hard to get any momentum back into it. Whereas if you start with it up, you can even go higher.
Maybe it's just my headphone volume.
Oh, your headphone volume might be different.
Yeah,
to mine.
that's it. Yeah. Just working out some potential technical issues here.
Just trying to improve things now.
That's it.
We know you like that sort of innovation.
No, just when I was listening to you with Isabel.
Oh, she's gone.
Oh, good ball there. Just clipped the off stump by the looks of it. And
Mabel O'Donoghue makes the breakthrough, and Naomi Mitchell, she's on her way. She only got the single tonight. Should be hoping that her teammates provide something else for the Pembroke side.
Oh, it's an excellent breakthrough there by Rush. Not the start that Pembroke want, but it's a delight for Rush. They'd feel very good about that. They'd be hoping to get a few more quick ones now to sort of stamp their dominance on this innings. They have a moderate score to chase. So we'll just waiting to see who the next batter for Pembroke is. And it's the captain. As she strides out there, Becky Gallagher. Both these two batters now are very capable and very strong, actually. Got some very good shots in their repertoire. So Pembroke will be happy in one way that Becca's getting out there early, but Rush would be hoping to get one of these two dismissed very quickly as well. Anyway, 1 for 8 after 2.2.
God, they do take their time between overs, don't they?
Well, yeah, don't want to rush these things, but anyway. Also been impressed by the keeper for Rush tonight. I think she's anticipated some balls that have gone down leg and offside quite well, and she hasn't let anything go through. Anyway, O'Donoghue to continue. This one drifts down leg, but taken well by the keeper. No run. Got some pace. She may travel the batters here. She's doing a great job for her team anyway. Oh, it's a great ball, but it's just played away on the offside. Becky Gallagher now gets off the mark for a single.
So, did you see any of the Irish game earlier, James? They fell to
No.
defeat by 8 wickets.
No, I haven't subscribed to any of the channels that televise it yet, and I haven't jumped online to follow it. I plan to see some replays later on or something. But,
sorry then, I've ruined it.
No, well, you know, I I think well, you know, it would have been nice for them to be competitive, but India are a different league altogether.
Oh, look.
It's just the reality.
You just see it. Look at the resources that India have, whether it be in playing numbers or financial or stadium or pitches
It's just
or
different.
nets
It's a different
or
league.
coaches. It's amazing that we're even at the top table, and that we are is down to some really good players out there.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, don't take anything away from the side. This is a learning curve for a lot of people. We're going to try and, you know, I'm sure as a national team, you know, it's a 10-year approach, isn't it, or whatever.
Yeah,
You've just got to go to long haul.
You are planning for the future on a constant basis. You know, new players coming in, and I think this is something Australia do very well. Sort of like they brought Steve Smith in for a couple of tests and then left him out for a long time, but at least he knew what he needed to do to become an Australian test player.
Yep.
And Ponting was the same. Michael Clarke was in and out of the team a long time. Darren Lehman, you know, these are all very good players.
Hussies.
And they're good at planning for the future. Our playing pool is quite shallow, really, and we have to deal with that.
Well, we've kind of got to sort of model ourselves probably just from a population point of view in New Zealand. But the difference is in New Zealand, it is still a major game.
Yeah, and it's not in Ireland. It's about
No.
6th or 7th on the list in Ireland.
Yeah, so in New Zealand, you know, it's played in every school,
Yep.
every park, you know, in the summer, and then in the winter, it's the rugby. So that's the difference.
Yeah, you don't see many New Zealanders doing something other than playing rugby or cricket.
No.
I remember John Walker used to be a mile 1,500 metre runner. Big Kiwi.
That's
Ooh,
tempting. Almost a caught and bowled opportunity there.
well,
Well, you know,
don't think you'll see too much diving face first on those.
no, not on that mat. It's unless you want to come home skinless. It's a good contest here. The bowling's been very tight. Was, as I say, a wide one there, but she gets away with it. Straight to the cover fielder, who stops the single.
Becca Gallagher now, captain of the thirds. wanting to lead by example. That's one that she normally gets onto very well. She's quite good at turning those around the corner.
Yeah.
Missed it on this occasion, and that marks the end of another over. And a maiden.
It's a very good over. Yes. I think she's just got a little bit of pace. The bowler there, Ramnath Pearl. Just a bit faster than Becker anticipated, I think. But anyway, it's a good start there again from Rush. 4 overs down, 9 for the loss of 1 wicket. It's important now from a Pembroke standpoint that these two survive this opening attack and be there to hopefully score big with the second change bowlers.
Well, that one's got through the fielder again. It lets them get through for a single. They won't take the second. So the mistake in the field didn't really make a difference. Sorry, you were saying?
No. It's, I think my brain's moved on from what I was saying.
Right,
yeah. So I think you finished. I want to be a woman.
Becker plays it behind square. The fielder is chasing after it. She's not going to get to it. It's going to accelerate away from her and reach the fence. And nobody brought that rope in from the fence. Oops.
That's a very big boundary.
That's as big as it can be on that side with no margin of error. There'll be no sliding round there tonight, I can tell you.
I blame the groundsman.
Can I leave this with you
Yes.
for a minute?
You may have to make a bit of an adjustment there. Anyway, we continue. Mabel O'Donoghue. Ooh. Good ball. Just played, deflected there just behind the keeper, just down on the 45, third man. Just picks up a single. Certainly rotating the strike at the moment. Bowen and Gallagher. Oh, it's a great ball. Just played away nicely on the offside. Cover fielder picks it up. No run. There we see the Pembroke team enjoying the slightly brisk conditions here. Yep. I think sponsorship from a water bottle company wouldn't go astray. Anyway, another over down, is it? No, Mabel's still continuing. So, one more to go.
Good over for Pembroke, though.
Yeah, so far.
That 4 earlier on for Gallagher.
So, she's bowling an excellent line. Bit of swing as well, I think.
Bowen played that very well because she deliberately steered it into that space. Just took the single.
So after 5 overs, at 16 for the loss of 1. Slowly rebuilding.
Run rate of just over 3, but Pembroke will hope to improve on that. And it could be that they just want to see off the openers at the moment. And quite happy to be going along at 3.2.
Well, it has been a great bowling attack, opening bowling attack from Rush. So, yeah, as long as these survive, Pembroke could be very comfortable. Rush should be obviously looking forward to at least getting one extra fielder in the next over or two. A batter in the next over or two, just to put that additional pressure on and start to get through the top order, start to get into the middle order. Anyway, Bow in the face again. She's moved to 9 off 16. Oh, down leg. Just ricochets off the pads to the offside and no run. It's the sort of shot you don't want to sort of have the ball ricochet off the pads onto the stumps. That's so annoying when that happens as a batter. Although I wouldn't know in recent form. Oh, that's a bit wide. Oh, it's been given. Yep.
Spring-loaded wide signal.
Wasn't it?
Those arms came flying out. One thing I have noticed this evening is my bushes have been trimmed. all the way
Yeah,
across
they
the
have,
middle of
haven't they?
your screen there. The bushes on the Park Lane wall.
Ooh, nice full toss there. Just drifting away.
And I do believe a couple of panels have been painted. He's about halfway through it. From
Yeah, it does.
about...
Yeah, from about...
There's the difference. There's the line.
Yeah.
Done, not done. Thank you very much to Roy for that. If you see Roy around the grounds, it's always worth saying hello and having a chat with him. Nicely played.
Yeah. There's protection down there. Just picks up the single, but it was a great shot. She was onto that early. There's an athlete.
Well,
There's also a superstar in the background there.
probably doing the book, actually.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
so.
no, I think Graham's doing it whilst umpiring. Although his hands...
Oh, another full toss. It's played out on the offside this time to sort of a point region. Picks up a single. Rotating the straight very well, Craig.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah. And a small helmet going past.
I don't know. I presume Kim Lee was waving at the child, not at the camera.
I'd say so. Yeah, her ears aren't that good, I'm sure.
Oh, she may have it on in front of her.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, another full toss. Just losing her line a bit here, the bowler, Nathpur. Maybe this breeze that's just picked up is interfering with the rhythm or just trying a bit too hard. Just needs to get back to basics. Just aim for the keeper. You get a good length. That's a better ball. Just play down softly on the offside there for a dot.
Becca Gello wasn't too sure how to play that at all. Backed right away from it and ended up just patting it down.
Yeah, probably if in doubt, just defend.
Well, 4 runs coming off that over. 20 for 1. After 6, we're outside the power play, if there was a power play.
So,
Good evening, Adia, who's contacted us on the live chat. Ah, Niall's gone for the snood. Which layer he's going to put it under?
yeah, I might have to go and get my scarf out of the car. It's not exactly the most blistering of evenings at the moment.
It's just this wind is irritating.
Yes.
If the wind would drop, we'd all be a lot happier. Graham has his arm out for the bus. And Niall...
I assume this is a change of bowling. Yes, it is. I haven't received the name yet, but first one was a little bit wide and it's cut away just for a single.
I think the truth of the matter is actually Graham's probably not scoring and umpiring because it's too cold to do so.
Yeah, fingers don't work.
Yeah.
That's a better line, but just played on out to the covers for no run.
I'm going to ask everybody just to... Must be another M. O'Donoghue, is it? This is Megan.
Ah, right.
So you're quite right, it is a change of bowling. One O'Donoghue takes over from the other.
It's well fielded down there in the deep. Just played on the offside again. Picks up a single. She's got a good arm. You want to be careful taking that on if you're running go for 2. But in this case, they don't. Just happy to rotate the strike and pick up the single.
Well, sirens galore in the background. I think they found somebody who hasn't paid the TV license. And that's another wicket.
That's a lovely ball. It just bounced and a little bit of turn, or swing, whatever you want to call it.
Bit of seam, I think.
Bit of seam, maybe even. And just clips it, bails.
Very surgical, just removing one bail. Very tidy. Stump's not disturbed at all.
And another wicket fall. So it's 2 for 22, or 22 for 2.
There you go.
There you go. The spirit of Richie Beno lives on.
Well, I was wondering actually about Richie Beno as we watch Megan O'Donoghue coming in. Well, that's nice. Bit of drift away and then came back, just came back. Stump, top of that stump, took the bail. And that's the end of Gail Bowen. She departs for 12. It took her 21 balls to get there. And as James said, the score is one that we need Johnny Bell for.
Ashley McCarthy's now coming to the crease, getting some advice from her captain.
Well, Ash, hockey goalkeeper by winter, big hitter during the summer.
I wonder what the advice was. See ball, hit it very hard.
It was probably keep some out.
Yeah, straight bat.
We've plenty of overs to go here.
Yeah.
13.2 to go. Megan O'Donoghue having picked up her first wicket. She'll be pacing in now. Good action. Carthy tries to get back to it. Doesn't quite middle it though.
No, a bit of a bottom edge, almost down towards the toe of the bat. Drives it into the ground. Got a positive stance, high bat.
This one hit back straight. Ash runs 11 yards and then walks another 11 yards to get back again.
Yeah, maybe.
Becca having nothing to do with that.
Well, I think probably, I don't know if she called that or not. I thought I'd heard a hey or yay or something, but it wasn't the loudest call, so there's no point running down the other end unless you got your partner coming back towards you.
A little bit of cooperation needed there. Well, they have a chat. Becca says, no, it was the right call. There have been occasions where Ash has run on the stroke rather than it being past a fielder or, you know, I've middled that, it must be a run.
Yeah.
I think we were all guilty of that
I've
at
done
one
that
stage
myself.
or another in our career.
Yep.
And now we have a change of bowling. Either that or else Niall is warming up himself.
This can't be another M. O'Donoghue, surely. Oh, it's a little bit wide, that one. Just
where the wides are coming in. And
drag
this
that
is,
down.
Catherine Foley.
It has changed. Well done to the scorers. Yeah, just a loosener there. Just trying to get it.
It's difficult bowling into the wind.
Yeah.
I don't get to play until after 6 o'clock.
It's a bit better ball.
Should be happy with that. Becca will be happy with just the single pushed out in the offside.
Yeah, it is sometimes when it's cold or coolish. No, let's face it, it's cold. Bit blustery. Sometimes just to get your line and length right. Just can put you off a little bit.
There we go. Big swing of the bat again from Ash Carthy. I see Broner and McDonald coming into the ground. Get back home and put your YouTube on, Broner.
Yeah. Stay warm. Cup of tea.
Yeah, it doesn't look...
Vicky.
Is the bar open? Not sure about that. I think it might be. I can see flower pots.
Oh, that's... Look at that
well
one.
Played. Well
You
played,
see that
Ash.
one moving?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a good ball.
And Ash dealt with it very well.
Yeah, adjusted nicely there.
Didn't try and overhit it. Just kept it at bay, and that's exactly what it needed.
I think she waited really well for that ball, actually. With it. Well, she's moving it both ways. A bit too much that time on the moving it out, and unfortunately gets a wide. Another one to the total. Extras is the big elephant in the room with the lower teams. You want to keep that on.
Not only the lower teams,
Well,
James.
I mean, anyone under the first, basically. Yeah.
Well, this time Carthy gives herself some space, hits it well. Thought there was a run there, but she hit it straight to the fielder, and the fielder had that covered.
Well, backed also there by the rush player. Throw out the stumps and made sure that ball didn't go astray, didn't go past anyone and concede a run. That was well struck. Good contest here. Who's going to blink? Oh, yeah, just unfortunate there, just getting the arm not up straight enough and pushing it too wide of the crease and conceding another extra. Yeah, unfortunately, extras sometimes equate to at least 1 or 2 extra batsmen, or batters, I should say.
That's quite funny. I was watching her there, and she stood with great purpose at the popping crease to mark out her run-up again, which she has done. But after 2 firm steps, she then strolled the rest of the way.
Yeah.
An under edge gets it past the keeper. Becca Gallagher doesn't notice. It's gone past the fielder as well. And it's actually Ash Carthy who's had to call a throw.
Good call there by Ash.
Well done, Ash. Keeping her eye on the ball.
Picks up a bye.
Bonus run, really. It's a shame for the bowler when they do get one on target. The wicketkeeper then misses it. Doesn't go on their figures, of course, but
Still.
well,
Anyway, after 8, about a third of the way through, it's 27 for 2. It's been a good bowling attack. It's been difficult for Pembroke to get the ball away, but they're still building.
it's having enough power to put it, or finding the gap and getting it through the ring. That's where Pembroke is sort of failing. The only time they've done it was Gail Bowen was sweeping square leg and behind square, but they have a fielder down there, so runs not conceded.
I'm impressed by the rush captain. The bowlers are bowling to their field, and the captain's actually put the players in the right spots.
Ash Carthy gets underneath, one lifts it, it falls short of the fielder, and she'll get through for a single. Just for a moment there, I thought
It was called a no ball. Yep.
No free hit here, of course. Can you imagine how many no balls there'd be in a lower division game if there was a free hit connected with it too?
Oh.
It's almost one that Cricket Leinster would bring in as an experiment for a year, and at the end of the year be so horrified by the figures.
Yeah.
No, go back to how it was. But you know, it's an idea.
That's an idea.
I'm saying it's
And
a good
again,
one. Last of the evening's commuters heading southbound. Megan O'Donoghue continues.
Oh.
Becca Gallagher plays that one. Well, it was like an overhead backhand smash at tennis. And it's got it down to the corner. It will certainly be called a no ball.
Yes, it has. So 3 runs to the total. She did well to get rid of that. It was actually very high. Just a bit of a slip there from the bowler.
But Becca dealt with it very well. Becca, like you and I, James, from a different generation that didn't used to wear helmets. Becca, like me, finds it impossible to wear one now. Prefers to bat without it. As she takes another single. She moves on to 12 now, as the score now reaches the score we need an Irish accent for.
33.
Yeah.
Yeah. Strain a bit with the line of length here. Oh, that's a better comeback.
Got her on length on that occasion.
It's a nice Yorkerish length on the offside. Difficult for the batter to get away, and she missed it this time and went straight to the keeper for a dot ball. She just needs to keep that line, I think, in length going, and she'll be very effective. She tries it again, but just over.
Ash again looking for the big hit.
Hit it straight to the
She's
mid-off.
in airing in finding a fielder on every occasion at the moment. And that will get her a bit frustrated.
Backs away and clubs it to the leg side.
And that's exactly what it was. Opened out the front leg and pulled it. And they take two. Oh, she's going for a third. And that's good running from Ash Carthy. She's done well there. That's alert cricket from Ash.
That's very good. I thought they'd settle for 2 then. But no, she knew that it's a deep sort of boundary out there where she hit the ball to. And it's going to be difficult to get the ball back from that distance. So, yeah, worth taking on that. And she won.
Another high one. Becca Gallagher this time. Mid-wicket fielder couldn't get down to it. And somebody else goes out to fetch it. And another one with a very good arm. Might be the same one, I'm afraid. Didn't notice the number last time, but number 18 you'll be keeping an eye on from here on in because she has a decent throw out there.
Absolutely.
End of the over, and that wasn't a bad over from O'Donoghue. Wicketless and a couple of wides, but by and large, she's there or thereabouts and doing a good job for Rush. She's got 13, 1 for 13 from her 2 overs, and Pembroke have moved on to 38 for 2.
Of 9.
Thank you, James.
So we're stampeding towards the halfway mark at the moment. What do you think? I know it's pretty early to say, but just to start speculating what you think a par score might be for tonight.
Well, I think, par score, or what do I think Pembroke will get?
Well,
let's go with what I think Pembroke will get.
Yep.
Don't forget to send your guesses in on the live chat. I see that Captain Nair is online this evening. He's at home watching. I'd have thought he'd been down netting, but obviously some big conference.
He's actually on his way to India.
Got the plane Wi-Fi on.
Yep. Big swap. Good ball, that one.
His €15 must be up.
Yep. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
No, he's gone to India for a week. Just a week. Family celebration, so he'll be enjoying his jet lag for most of that time, I'm sure. 16-hour flight.
What would it be like as...
Good caught and bowled. Great effort there.
Ash Carthy finally getting one on the top half of the bat, the outside edge, and it went up in the air, and the bowler, well, she carried through on a follow-through and did very well to take that catch. A fine catch, and that's the 3rd wicket down.
That was. She bowled a really good line there, got a bit of lift, bit of bounce. Ash slightly cramped probably and just
got underneath it.
But no, let's watch this replay.
She has a very closed stance at the start, pulls the front leg out of the way, and then just chops underneath it.
Yeah, she wasn't cramped. She just wrist.
That's the way it goes. And that's the 3rd wicket down with 38 on the board, and Rush will be absolutely delighted, albeit cold.
Well, I think that warmed the cockles. Basically, Ash was a danger batter for Pembroke, so they'd be absolutely ecstatic that they've got the danger person out as well. If they can get back at Gallagher now, they would actually feel like they'd be on top.
Well, Marissa Whaley coming out. We know how good she is at running between the wickets.
Also got some good shots as well.
A few through. And, of course, the fall of wicket makes a difference to what we think the score's going to be. And I think anything over 80, I think, is going to be very competitive tonight.
I think you're right.
The plane for India is tomorrow.
Oh, it's tomorrow, is it? Sorry.
Yeah. Well, obviously, he's got to wait for the chauffeur-driven limousine to pick him up first.
Absolutely, yeah.
And first class on air India.
You know, and
is it a direct flight from Dublin, or do you go to London first? Well, that one down the leg side, a little bit high. Dot ball.
Lucky to get away with that, I thought. But, line ball.
There was nothing in it.
I know. Just sort of throwing some controversy here, folks. Jeez.
Try and get the viewing figures up.
Yeah.
And many thanks to those of you who have tuned in, and a special thanks to those of you who have subscribed.
That's a good ball.
Well played. You see, Marissa Whaley down to one end. Now, turning the wrong way, though. She's carrying the bat in the wrong hand.
Yep.
There we go. Puts it in the right hand now. But it should have been done while she was taking that run, so she could see the ball as soon as she turned.
I noticed a few of the men's fifths players were doing the same thing, turning blind. It's driving me nuts.
Yeah. Well, that one seemed to come off the edge of the mat and come back to Becker, which sort of surprised her, and she half stopped her shot there.
Yeah, I wonder if it would have been better just to leave that one. It's a very big stretch. Anyway, the wides are quite generous, so sometimes it's difficult to know whether it's going to be called a wide or whether it's just going to be a wide-ish delivery. Oh, that's a good ball. As far as
toss, but it was on the stumps. It needed hitting. And again, super fielding.
Oh, that's
number
great.
18.
She's fantastic.
Number 18 has just picked that up and flung down the stumps.
Look at this replay here. Picks it up.
Clean pick up, both hands, eye on the ball, aims with the left hand, turns with the right, and
Lucky you got your bat down.
it was closer than I thought. I thought that was obviously in. She wasn't, but she was in enough.
No, she's got a great arm, and that's great vision, great accuracy.
I was going to ask you earlier before the wicket fell. Can you imagine? I mean, I don't know how long the flight to India is, but I'm imagining 16 hours from Heathrow or from Dublin. Either way, it's a long
time.
flight. You're spending a long time in a metal tube that defies the laws of physics, and you're going to India for a family celebration. What if the celebration is, he's been away for 3 years now, yay!
Brutal. That's why you don't get selected, I think. One of the reasons, anyway. Anyway, he's just good shot there, played away off the offside, picks up a single. Good fielding again by number 18.
Didn't fling it in this time.
We have a change of bowling again. It's Armstrong. P. Armstrong, and I haven't got the list in front. Oh, that's a good ball. Yep, and she's edged that to the keeper.
Pippa Armstrong takes a wicket.
Takes a wicket. Great captaincy there. Brings on a new bowler who immediately, or virtually immediately, second ball, picks up the wicket of Marissa Whaley. And I should start to feel like they're pretty much in control of this game now. They've got 4 wickets for 41 runs. Very, very good start.
And here comes Claire Shillington. No.
Yeah. Wonder what Mary Walden's doing right now. She could come out there with the pads on. Yeah, just faintest of edges. No doubt by the keep. And no doubt by the umpire.
Oh, Marissa didn't really argue.
No.
Not that she would.
I'd forgotten to mute the replays again. Because I'd unmuted them the other day.
All right. Lucy Deacon it is, coming to the wicket now. Coming in at number 6. Pembroke 4 down, 41 on the board. And we're into the second half of this Pembroke innings.
Well, big exuberant there. Trying a bit more effort, maybe, and a bit more pace, and just strays on the line. Decided to wear the blue pads today.
Well, Lucy Deacon, already, I like the way her stance is, and the way she followed that ball down the leg side. Yes, she can bat.
Yeah. If you see, watch her backlift. This is the backlift that they're all getting taught these days. You see the internationals do it there. It's very much like almost holding a samurai sword.
Yeah.
And the power it gives you when you play it late, and the power it gives you is about 4 times what a normal traditional shot would be.
Lucy Deacon trying to bring that one across to the leg side, not really making contact on this occasion. So, I stick by my 80 at the moment. No, we'll wait and double the score after the 8th over or something.
I think I think 80 would be a good score at the moment for Pembroke.
As long as Becca Gallagher's there, they've got a chance. And Lucy Deacon, I think, might score a few runs here. Now, she might also be out LBW.
Yeah, she's
playing that shot across her stumps. She's making contact at the moment, and that's grand. It's the first one you don't make contact.
Yeah, it is a risk strategy, that's for sure. As long as you've got good eye coordination.
Risk management.
Yeah. Again.
Becca Gallagher this time putting it behind square along the 45. I think it might just get pulled up in front of the rope.
Oh, good
it
fielding.
Does. Help of the runner. And she has a good arm. And they just take the 2, but that's a welcome 2 for Pembroke. It is the end of the over. Scores moved on to 45 for 4 off 11, and the run rate just crept above 4.
Well, it's funny, isn't it? Like, if these 2 stay in for the next 5 overs, then you'd almost be saying, well, it might be even get in excess of 100.
Yeah.
Or more. Lucy Deacon there. It's looking like She's out there to make a statement. She strode purposefully to the crease, and she's happy to swing the bat. She's confident. Looks like she can bat and a good technique. So she'll be hoping to get, a good tally of runs tonight. I think.
At the end of this over, perhaps, James, give me a nudge and we might put up a couple of cards or a worm or something just to show the viewer how things are going.
I don't know if anyone was watching the game on the weekend, the Force were playing, but there was a pigeon feasting just off about 10 feet from the off stump. We've got 2 of them now tonight. A bit wider.
He's obviously told his mate.
He's always
Found
told his.
some really good seeds out here, man.
The buffet is unbelievable, but
Yeah.
it's a little bit risky. There's this big pink thing that almost kills us every time, but don't worry about that.
And Becker has played that one between the gap.
Oh,
and that
well.
is super piece of fielding in the deep. What number do you think she's got on her back?
Good question. That one, number 18. I think she is an absolute star. I mean, she has saved so many runs with a rush.
Super bit of fielding that chased it down.
Look at that. Right down.
The commitment was there inside the rope or inside the flag.
Boundary even.
Foley goes a bit leg side. Becker turns on it. It should reach the fence, this one. Oh, the fielder's got a foot to it, and
That's saved 3 runs.
another good piece of fielding. Well, Russia saving runs left, right, and centre here at the moment.
That was Mabel O'Donoghue. Anyway,
And that's, I think that's 50 up for Pembroke now. I may be wrong. Maybe they're up to date already. Lucy Deacon it is facing. She's on 2, and the sun has come out.
tried to work that one down the leg side. Here's the replay of the previous ball. Great chase there by Mabel O'Donoghue, who
Just got a foot to it.
good
Stopped
soccer skills.
Stopped it dead inside the rope. And save runs. Now, back to the live action. Catherine Foley.
Deacon just struggling to get the timing right now.
She's almost trying too hard.
Mm.
Oh, you see, when the wind drops and the sun is out, it's a
lovely.
glorious. Come on down.
Come on
It's
down.
great. Oh, it's fabulous down here. Shorts, t-shirt weather. Wow.
In the sun cream.
And then the next cloud will come along and the wind will pick up again. Well, there is the wind. There we go. That's the shot that Deacon's been looking for a while. That one stopped by the fielder inside the boundary, but Deacon picks up another single. That brings Becca Gallagher, who has made it 21, back to the non-striker's end for the start of the next over.
Well, that was well struck. That sounded good off the bat. And the 50's up for Pembroke.
Said you were going to do cards?
Ah, thank you. At least somebody remembered.
Yeah, well, he's the production manager. He's the director. He's the all-round guru.
Well, while they're changing ends for the start of another over, we'll just have a quick look at the card. James, you want to take us through that?
Yeah. Just struggling to see it with this glare. But as you see, the 4 wickets down quite cheaply there for Pembroke. That's good bowling by Rush to force that. 2 for Mabel O'Donoghue and 1 for Foley and 1 for Armstrong. So,
Going well.
the important thing there from a Pembroke point of view is that Becca Gallagher is still in and building the good innings. So, if the captain can stay there the whole way, yeah, you're going to be looking at a pretty good score, one would feel.
Well, 50 up. Still 8 overs to go, including this one.
Yep.
Nicely played. It's nice to see Deacon play one on the offside, and why wouldn't she when she can play it that well? It runs away through 4 through the covers, 4 more onto the total, and you get the feeling that Deacon really got after this nicely. It's wide, front foot goes across, and that to me is shot of the day so far.
Yeah, it's beautiful, wasn't it? It's just lovely, lovely technique.
Lovely
and
footwork, follow through.
Yep.
She showed that she doesn't have to hit everything to leg like that. This one goes straight to square leg. She's called through by Becca Gallagher. They take the single. That brings the score up to 54 for 4.
It's the only shot of hers that we spoke about it just before when the ball's straight on the stumps and she whips it like the pull shot, low
Yeah.
pull shot. That worries me. That it's great if you hit it, but
Don't miss that one.
please don't miss because you'll be out.
Absolutely.
And I assume that's exactly what Rush would want. They're bowling really good lines.
Tucker Gallagher hits this one straight to a fielder. There's going to be no run there. 2 balls remaining in this, the 13th. Well, like you, James, I've been impressed by Rush's bowling tonight, but I've been super impressed by their fielding. They're obviously doing a lot of work out in Rush, and it's great to see. This one played away. Becca calls through, even though goes straight to the fielder. She had the sense not to try and hit it too hard, and that's what gave her the time to get through. And she takes the single.
And well backed up there by her teammate. Yeah, it was a good run, but good pressure there by the fielders as well. You know, they are fielding probably one of the best sides I've seen in recent times.
Certainly at this level.
Oh,
This time the spin on the bounce gets past the fielder on the leg side, and it runs away to square leg for 4 runs. And Deacon now starting to find a range, perhaps. Here is the replay. Yeah, that's another one. If she misses it, she's in big trouble.
but so far she's not. So it's whatever. It's working out well for her, and she's accumulating some runs. She's hitting the very, very true now. And so I've noticed also that Becca Gallagher is finding the middle of the bat a bit easier at the moment. So it's amazing how the vibe sort of feeds off each other.
It's amazing. The longer you're out in the middle,
Mm.
the easier the game seems.
Yep. And now the stampeded
Oh.
60 off 4-4. So
Didn't bring my sun cream with me.
after 13, they've already progressed to 60, so they've accelerated quite well. The run rate's up to 4.6.
Well, that's suggesting a total of 90 plus.
And if it keeps this acceleration, Rush really need to get a wicket now.
Well, they want to break this partnership, that's for sure.
Yep.
The way Deacon is now hitting it,
Oh, that's
and the way Gallagher is too. Although that one got a bit of a strange one.
yeah. She'd be disappointed she didn't actually get onto that and put it to the fence. But anyway, they pick up a single for the team. Slipping out of her hand, I think, a bit there. She's just struggling to get. When she's gets the line right, she's really, really good. But she just sometimes struggles to get the control. Another ball that's
Well,
arguably a no ball.
patted down by Becca Gallagher. By the time, it's been signalled a no ball as well.
Yeah, it was pretty high.
Oh, look at that. Once the wind drops,
It's lovely.
yeah,
Unfortunately,
it's not dropping.
no. Unfortunately, the sun now has also decided to drop just below the tent. That's okay. We can just sit up a bit. It's okay.
Another
Again,
one. She's tried.
Yeah, she's tried that shot. There you go, and she's been given LBW.
Well, we did say that was the most likely means of dismissal, and so it came to pass. And now Pembroke find themselves 63 for 5, and it's the loss of wickets, I think,
Yep.
that will stop the acceleration more than anything else. But that's a good innings from Deacon. Lisa Deacon did very well.
Yeah, she really pushed that run rate along, and set up a really good partnership and a bit of an extra platform there for the rest of the batters. Now here we go. That was a lovely ball. Yeah, just no doubt about that.
She's covering all 3 stumps and illicitly stopped the ball.
Anyway, great breakthrough there from Rush. They'd be
Whoa.
very happy. And as the gazebo here tries to
Lifted.
launch itself.
I don't know if you hadn't clicked it down the leg, or it's because that's the only leg that you moved.
Anyway, infrastructure sort of issues happening at the moment. But now, one of the youngster superstars is now coming out. Jessica Duffy Mullen.
Fresh from her triumphant performance on the 6th development team on Saturday.
Monday.
Yes, Monday.
No, she did very well. Took a wicket. Should have taken more, but was let down by her teammates. Some drop catches, and then she took a brilliant catch herself, sort of in a point position.
That's a nice shot out in the offside. The first fielder passes it to the second one.
Yeah, her bowling, I'm looking forward to seeing her bowling attack tonight because she was really accurate and
She was
quite
good
quick.
at the weekend.
She was very good.
At the moment, Foley continues into her fourth over. Oh, that's a super shot.
Look at that.
Lovely shot, clipped off her legs. You'd almost think one of her parents might be a coach.
Yeah, you'd suspect that, wouldn't you? Yeah.
I can't play that shot now at 59. And
No,
she's
if I
already
did that,
playing it
I'd put my back out.
out. I'd land on my stumps.
Yeah, it wouldn't be pretty anyway. Anyway, that was a great shot. She's off the mark. Yeah. Oh, that's a...
Oh, that was
jazz.
Oh.
Hit the side grass growing up beside the actual pitch and ricocheted back towards the stumps. I wonder if that would have hit the stumps, what would have they called it?
Do you remember the time Oscar
Yeah.
Short Hose was playing down in Greystones, left arm leg spinner, and he had one off the mat that turned and hit the stumps.
He could move the ball.
Oh, he could. Went up north for an education. Wonder what he's doing now.
Well, I hope he's still playing the game. He was very talented.
He was a good player.
And just sorry to put the hex on him, but he in my mind, I think he's, from my personal opinion, he's still got the longest duck I've ever seen. I think it took about 22 balls, and unfortunately, he supported the other opposite batsman, but he just couldn't get a run himself, and he finally got a duck. And he'd been out there like for 7 overs or 8 overs or something, whatever, a huge amount of time, maybe even longer.
Well,
just couldn't.
Sometimes you just can't hit it off the square.
Yeah, he just kept on getting buys and leg buys and stuff like that. Just nothing off the bat.
Sure, I had a partnership of 69 with Gary Burrows, and I scored 3.
Yeah. It's just hold down and then sometimes.
Yep.
And that's what Pembroke would be hoping Jess could do.
Well, we saw
and maybe even score a lot of runs too.
We saw a score of 22, and we scored a 33, and now we're up to 66 for 5, and there are 14 overs gone. Armstrong back on at the nursery end.
Gallagher to face, and she gets back in the crease and whips it around on the leg side, just to the fielder there, and in the sort of deep mid-wicket or deep wicket or whatever you want to call it, out there in the boundary-ish.
We want one of those screens.
Yeah, one of those screens. I'll put a circle on it. Yeah, it's kind of in between.
It went that away.
She gets a single anyway. Anyway,
this one gets past the keeper. Baker Gallagher has turned her back on it. Says there's no single there.
We've lost the beautiful pictures we have. Now we've got a side-on picture because I think something's happened to the camera upstairs.
No.
There it is. It's all repaired. It's all fixed. The cameraman's climbed back on top of his post and he's back on track now. I thought he fell off in this wind.
Another single to Duffy Mullen.
Well, she's doing the exact job that she needs to do. She's just rotating the strike, getting the established batter on strike. She's looking good, though. That's good bowling.
Oh, that might be worth asking the question. And it's given out.
Yeah.
That is the quietest appeal you'll hear this year, and it results in... Graham Mooney only needed to hear somebody cough there, and it would have been given out. It was that blatantly obvious.
It was so obvious. I was about to say to myself, like, please, someone appeal.
Yeah.
You know? I didn't think anyone had. And
I think somebody asked the question, should I appeal? And Graham took that as an appeal.
Yeah, maybe it's the only good time that a square leg appealed. Yeah, thank goodness. Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway, another wicket falls, and a very important wicket from the rush point of view. The captain, Gallagher, goes for 25. Here we go. Oh, good ball.
Well, Interesting.
But
as I say, Mooney, he was well aware of where Gallagher was. Keep going. It's on the other camera.
And the camera's about 10 foot tall anyway, so no one I knows that.
No, you know I say that to everybody anyway.
Yeah. Well,
I'm only allaying their fears.
Neve Jennings now strides to the middle, is it? That's whose name's come up.
It certainly is. And Becca Gallagher's stay at the crease comes to an end.
Now, Rush should be delighted.
68 for 6, and that score of 90 that we were talking about is dropping back down to the 80 we thought earlier.
Yeah, Rush should be delighted. There's 2 new batters to the crease. Get this good bowling up, and they could have this skittle quite quickly. Or just around. Oh, that's a shot.
And that's gone through the fielder behind square on the leg side, and Graham Mooney is signalling forward just as quickly as he gave the LBW.
Great first ball there. Just whacked, nice footwork, got to it. And just...
The fielder was just a little step late there.
Yeah. Not the worst effort, but just got past her. A valuable 4 to Pembroke. But if this bowler can just get back on her, get her radar just back to where she had it before, on the stumps, she's going to be very difficult to play.
Armstrong should be searching for that accuracy now. Anything down the leg side, and Jennings is going to swing on it like that. And that is the end of the over. 15 gone now, 5 to go in this Pembroke innings, and they're on 72 for 6. 1, 2.
Well, it's good to see that Neve Jennings has come out there with intent. Wants to get, obviously, as many runs on the board for the team and for herself as she can. You know, had a new bowler. So the second opening bowler's back on. Oh, it's a nice... Oh,
she tried to take the catch again. Unfortunately, couldn't do it on this occasion.
Jess just went through the shot a bit quick there. Just lobbed it up. But just wide enough that the bowler couldn't quite get there and be balanced, and she put it down. Yeah, just towed it up, unfortunately. But she got away with it. And the bowler now drifts one down leg. Taken well by the keeper, but it signalled the wide. It was very wide down leg. Got a little bit dark out there at the moment. Some heavy clouds have come out and covered up the sun. Ooh. Went for the big hoik there, Jess, and the ball was angling into her and basically went between her and the stumps. So she wants to be a bit careful there. Anyway. Yeah, she had to give that one a wide as well. Just tried to hit it down behind the keeper, but it was actually so wide that she couldn't get to it. Picks up a... But Pembroke pick up a single. Just got to wait for that right ball to hit for Jess. Here we go. This is it. Oh, she plays it nicely on the offside, just for a dot ball. But it's a tough... it was a tough ball to get away. But she defended well. This is the second bowler has returned for her second spell, Ramnapur. And Jess clubs it back down to mid-off, but unfortunately straight to the fielder, no run.
Great to see she has those shots.
She'll
grow into the power for them, but
yeah.
At the moment she's
looking good.
Yep.
See how high her bat is. Oh, she's unlucky not to get anything on that.
Wow,
but
she did.
She did get an inside edge.
She got the back of the bat onto it.
I think something like that.
It is here. No, once again, brilliant with his replays. The ball's going down the leg side.
Yeah.
She swings at it.
Yeah, I think.
And it goes down the offside. I thought that was actually a bail coming off. I thought she'd actually stumps.
For a minute there pulled it anyway. But she gets off the strike. So far, that was a good over for Rush, but Pembroke still picked up 3.
75 for 6 now, and just
4 to go.
4 overs to go. So Pembroke could still get to that 100.
Well, these two obviously have the shots and the capability of getting some runs.
No, I think this is... is this Megan or Mabel? I think this is Mabel.
I think this is
No, this is Megan.
Megan. Yeah. Yes, there are.
One's called Megan and one's called Mabel.
No, this is Mabel, the opener. Yeah, this is Mabel O'Donoghue. She opened, I think, didn't she?
Well, we'll find out in just a second.
Opened the bowling, that is. She bowled an excellent spell for her first couple of overs. Here we go. She moves the ball nicely, but well played there by Jess. Unfortunately, just played it on the onside and mid-wicket sort of picked it up. No run. Tried to work it across to get the run rate up, but she played across the line there, and Jess has fallen to the very good ball there by Mabel O'Donoghue. She departs for 3, and another wicket goes down. So it's 75 for 7, 16.2 overs down. Key now is, I think, get Jennings on strike as much as possible from a Pembroke point of view. And
Mabel O'Donoghue.
yeah, lovely
Just
shot. Lovely
pitching
ball.
it off, and it comes back to middle and off, and it ends the innings of the cross shot of Jessica. She heads back to the dressing rooms where she can warm up a bit. And next in for Pembroke,
Someone else. It's Barry.
Saoirse Barry.
Yeah.
Just checking her pads on the way out. Well, Rush will be delighted. They've got Pembroke in this state now. 75 for 7. They'll be looking to take these final 3 wickets and get off the field and know what target they have to chase.
Yeah, they'll be hoping that by bringing back on the openers,
They can
that
finish
they
this
can
off.
clean this up quite quickly.
It's not a bad idea. Just 3 wickets remaining now. I don't think Pembroke have a Gareth Delaney to get them out of trouble.
Or Gavin Hoey even. Yeah.
Well, that's a nice shot.
I think she's got a bat back to front. Oh, no.
She may have done for the
she-
shot.
for the
'cause
shot,
she did
yeah.
seem to move it then afterwards. Now, it may have just twisted in her hand.
Could be, but just...
And
yeah. Anyway,
either way,
that's...
that's well played again. Saoirse.
signalled as a no
No
ball.
ball.
Just lost a bit of control there, as we see Becky Gallo in the background doing her stretches, getting ready for her bowling. Oh, that's another repeat of the previous ball. Just gets it to move. Pitches on sort of legs, middle stump, and just moves away on off stump and entices the batter to play across the line, and she hits the stumps again. Almost, she's lethal with that ball. She's got a great bit of swing and line and length. Look at this. This is excellent.
Well, Mabel also plays for Rush first, and you can see why.
Yeah, look at this.
This sort of
ba-
accuracy.
Actually, it wasn't
Again,
on.
pitching on off
Yeah.
and hitting middle and off. It's just bringing it back in with her arm
Yeah.
almost. And
Yeah.
that's super bowling. And she now has 3 for 11.
No, she's been a
And she's
star
1 ball left in her
in her spell.
spell, yes.
No, she's been a star for Rush. She's done everything that the team and her captain need. I wonder who is the captain for Rush.
It could be
It could be
Mabel
her.
O'Donoghue.
Could be her.
In which case she is doing a super job.
She's had a good word for herself, and she's decided to follow the plan. Now, can she pick up another wicket with her last ball of the innings, of her spell, I should say? Rush will be absolutely hoping she can. And
Stella Ryan has come out to replace her.
She just needs to defend this one now, keep it out, and leave Jennings on strike for the next over.
Whereas Mabel O'Donoghue, she's searching a third wicket in the over. Not a hat-trick, but...
Oh, she did well there to keep that out. That was the identical ball.
Stella Ryan playing it at the right height.
And that's a great spell there by Mabel O'Donoghue. Really did well for her team there. 11 for 3 off her 4. Fantastic. Yeah, as you say, you can see why she is up the teams as well at Rush.
Yep, very much so. Great accuracy.
Just get enough movement to deceive the batsman. Now Pembroke would be hoping that Neve Jennings now can connect with a few and push this run rate up well above 80. Oh no, this score should run rate up above 80. God, brain's fading already.
Well, total of 80 we suggested at the start here would be quite good. Surely there's a single there. They've turned it down. Neve Jennings, I think, has decided to take on the responsibility of looking after the tail. Life scoring just a moment or two behind at the moment.
Yeah, maybe Ryan is still learning the art of quick running between wickets as well, so maybe she didn't want to put her under that sort of pressure with a maybe 50-50 sort of opportunity.
Catherine Foley continues. Gets one through to the keeper somehow.
Yeah, she'd be a bit devastated she didn't connect with that one.
Mabel O'Donoghue will bowl the last over. You're allowed to bowl 5
Oh, are you?
per bowler in this league,
Oh, okay.
which I think is
I think-
tremendously good move.
I think so too.
Still means that 8 people get to bowl in a match.
That's got to be a wide. Yeah, signalled as a wide. It was.
Bowling can be such a technical thing, can take ages to learn.
Getting encouragement from her teammates now, just to sort of try and get that line of length correct.
Well, she hasn't got the length right. It's been a full toss, but the fielder...
Again, Mabel O'Donoghue making sure nothing's getting past her today. And Jennings is helping him with the fielding as well.
obstructing the field, I think.
I think just helping the bowler is how I would put it.
Well, that's
yeah,
what I think as well.
yeah.
That's a nice shot.
Oh,
on the
that's a
leg
good
side.
shot.
Let's go. Oh, somebody remembers to run this time.
Yep.
And Ryan gets through for a single, and she'll be delighted. She's off the mark.
That's a good shot, actually.
And has helped her team get that bit closer to the 80 par score, we reckon, tonight.
Well, it's
as if we've been right about any of those.
yeah, yeah, I know.
Nice shot in the offside. It gets past the bowler, but the fielder...
Yeah, it just gets stopped at mid-off. No run. It's a good ball.
Well, you have joined us at a critical point in this Pembroke innings. Just 2.1 overs remaining. Neve Jennings is facing at the moment. She tries to force one away on the offside, and that's the over. And Stella Ryan, well, she's faced 2 deliveries and got a single from one of them. And now Neve Jennings will be telling her, go down that end.
Yeah. And run when I tell you. So she just needs to connect now and get something on the bat and just run off the offside or the leg side, just enough to allow Neve to scamper through, take on the rest of the strike. So now we have which O'Donoghue's this one? This is Megan, from memory.
Yep. And she's taken the wicket, puts
She's-
one on the stumps, and that's enough. And it's 79 for 9.
That was a good ball. She's bowled well as well. You know, the O'Donoghues are a great bowl in attack for Rush.
They've looked after that nursery end. They've given Graham plenty to do.
Yeah, we watch this replay. Perfect ball to the tail ender. Yeah.
On the stumps, crashing through.
Yeah, just backed away and played across the line there. It was always going to be difficult if you didn't connect it. You know, it was a great ball.
Well, is anybody else coming out for Pembroke? Yes, they are. It's one of the things I do love about the women's game, especially at this level. Both batsmen. The out batsman is never made to take that long, lonely. The men
Yeah.
always talk about the long, lonely walk back to the pavilion. The women make sure you never have to undergo that, because the not out bat will accompany you
Yep.
all the way back and then pick up the new batsman and walk and talk all the way in. In some ways, it makes sense, because in the men's game, the batsman coming out would now go and talk to the other batsman anyway, whereas these two have got it done.
They can get on with it. Yeah. Kate Murphy, is it? Keelan Murphy. Keelan Murphy. Should have known better.
Coming in at number 11 tonight.
Oh, and
has lasted just the one ball. Megan O'Donoghue, she ends up with figures of 3 for 13, and Pembroke are all out for 79. And we'll take you through the first of all the batting card.
Here we go. There's a couple of starts there. Gail Bowen got 12. Becca Gallagher did top score there for 25. And she put in a good partnership with Lucy Deakin as well, who scored 12. But unfortunately from there, it was a little bit lean, a bit too lean maybe for tonight. And Extras was 16. So Extras is actually one of the best bats, the second best batter contributor this tonight.
We'll go over to the bowling figures now. And as you can see, the O'Donoghue's doing a great job. 6 for 24 between the two of them. And they'll both be delighted with that. Catherine Foley, 2 for 20, and Pippa Armstrong, 2 for 21. Well, it was a fine bowling attack, and you can see the partnerships there for Pembroke. Nothing really shining out. Partnership of 22 for the 5th wicket, and 22 for the 2nd wicket. Other than that, nothing really. And so Pembroke will be hoping to defend 80 runs.
Yeah, they need to bowl probably even better than what Rush did to really sort of dig this one up. They have something to bowl with, okay? They have a total to bowl against. It's not the highest total, but let's watch this last replay. Another beautiful ball for the off stump, and yeah, just missed by the batsman and just clips the top of that off stump to end the innings. So,
as the teams take the 10 minutes between innings, we'll take 10 minutes just to warm up, I think, James.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll see you back shortly.
Well, there you see in front of you the match summary of this Division 3 game. Rush women's seconds need 80 runs from 20 overs. And we don't need a Michael Clark or an IBM supercomputer to work out that run rate. The one thing we were talking about during the break off air was Pembroke received the benefit of 16 extras from Rush, but their bowling was quite disciplined, and that's only one extra every over or so. And Pembroke can't afford to give Rush any more than 16 extras. And they're going to have to bowl well at the start, because I feel sure that Mabel Donoghue is going to play a big part in this game. You can see that Mabel and Megan, 6 for 24 between them, and they did most of the damage. Catherine Foley then, 2 for 20. Becca Gallagher leading from the front as always, 25. And then Lucy Deacon and Gail Bowen with a dozen each. And between the three of them, that's 49 out of 70. 16 extras, 65 out of 79. 14 runs from the other 8. Pembroke will look to improve on that in games to come. Many thanks to the 17 of you tuned in at the moment. We hope you're enjoying this broadcast. The sun is doing its best to poke its head through the clouds. The best thing is the wind seems to have dropped. It really was bitterly cold in that first innings. And even without the sun's rays, even with the sun's rays, the temperature dropped quite a bit. It's 5 to 8 now, just in case any of you are hoping to tune in to some TV show or other at 8 o'clock. Let's consider this your warning. And as of this moment, I can tell you the players have taken to the field. We're just waiting for the bats who are walking out. And we will be with you very, very shortly. We're now at 990 subscribers, so thank you to whoever it is who's joined us today. Delighted to have you aboard. Another one closer to our target. Promise I will stop talking about the number of subscribers when it hits 1,000 for at least a season. Now, once again, after her triumphant appearance for the development team at the weekend, to opening the bowling for the women's thirds. Lovely delivery to start with, good length just outside off stump, bowling at about a 4th or 5th stump. Many thanks to Amanda bringing us down a cup of tea at the break. Jessica will be delighted with her game on Sunday. This one just played out. So Donoghue and Foley opening the innings for Rush. It's hit away on the offside. It is a bit aerial. That's a lovely action, very repeatable. And that's what gives her the consistency. At the moment, she's keeping O'Donoghue quiet. Nothing loose to hit thus far. Well, this one's chopped away down to fine leg. Stella Ryan it is doing the fielding down there. And she gets it back to the keeper with undue care and attention. Well, Prasanth, we wish you the very best for your trip to India. As the first ball gets pulled around to the leg side, and despite the sprinting of Marissa Whaley and the chasing of Stella Ryan, it will beat the both of them and it will make it to the boundary. And that is a great end for the first over for Rush. They move on to 5, well ahead of the required rate. And Foley gets her first boundary. Captain bringing herself on from the St John's end. She'll be bowling to Foley, who has just hit 4 from the first ball she's faced. Becker with quite an orthodox field. It's a sweeper on both sides. And then 3, 4 down the offside and 3 down the leg side. Well, that's pulled into the leg side. There is a fielder there, but it beats Lucy Deacon and gets to the boundary. That's another 4, and suddenly the Rush women's seconds are well underway. Lovely shot, pulled round to square leg. And 4 more runs. This one down the leg side brings out a very similar sort of shot, but this time it goes to the fielder in the ring, and it's just a dot ball. Well, James.
Well, this Mabel O'Donoghue is a very talented player, isn't she?
As I say, also plays Rush firsts. And I wouldn't be too surprised if in the next couple of years you don't see the two of them at the Super Series games. They have that potential, certainly.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Looking very good tonight. Some nice shots already been played. It's drifting down. Pulled that one down on the leg side, very wide.
I think we have a change of umpire at this end now for the second innings. I personally believe that the first umpire is completely frozen solid and has been taken off on a trolley somewhere to thaw out.
Yes.
It is not warm out there, I'd say.
That's a better ball.
Well, she gets this one just on off stump, and O'Donoghue decides just to play it away.
Rush had the luxury here that they know exactly what they need to get. It doesn't have to be a runner ball. Yeah, look at that, just nicely played on the leg side. Sort of pull behind square. There is protection down there in the deep, and just picks up the single. But she was quick onto it.
Well, Rush are well underway now. They've reached 11, and we're only in the second over. Becca Gallagher now is going to finish this second over. She's just drifting a little bit too much down leg. Much better when she gets it right. And that one's played square leg. Unorthodox stop, and not one I'd recommend to Gail Bowen. But that is the end of the second over. The score 11 without loss. And Rush require 69 from 18 overs.
Well, Pembroke really need to get an early wicket. And lots of them, actually. This is the only thing I think.
If they're going to win this game, they have to take 10 wickets. There's
Yeah.
no doubt. I don't think they.
And they need to do it quickly.
I don't think they can defend 80 over 20 overs.
No. Well, not with the calibre of, batters they're facing here. Oh, came in. Good ball there by Jess.
Well, she went for 5 in her first over. Somewhat unfortunate, 4 off the last delivery. But she's probably the most threatening of the Pembroke bowlers. Oh,
That's interesting.
didn't expect that one to appear on the leg side. That's a strange stance that Graham's taking there. He's not quite over middle stump with his head.
No, it's interesting. That ball there,
Oh,
that
he
the
is
player.
now. No,
He seems to be on.
perhaps his left eye. Perhaps he's blind with his right eye.
I
He's
don't know.
looking with his left eye. Anyway, just to push this one a bit wider, a bit of bounce to it.
She's bowling
Through
well.
to the keeper.
What I like about Jess is that she's got good pace, but she's got a bit of variation happening here as well. She just tends to drift a little bit wide at this stage, but she's getting the ball to bounce unexpectedly. Now this is a better ball. She's got some shape as well. Just drifts it away slightly from the batter. Batter gets that one away this time, but just for one run. Gets it away on the offside. Brings Foley now onto strike. She's going at strike rate of 200 at the moment. 4 off 2. Again, another good line, but played well on the offside. Picked up by Ash Carthy. No run. She needs to finish strong here for a team. She's only conceded 1 run so far off this over. This pitch is a bit full, but
Ash Carthy employing the hockey goalkeeper method. Can't stop the single. Another one onto the total.
a good over, just 2 from it. But unfortunately, from Pembroke's point of view, no wicket.
Best of luck at the weekend, Nicky.
Yeah.
No, not selected. Ah, well. So,
Getting a bit colder here in Sydney Parade. The wind has just picked up a bit.
and it
Dark.
is the wind that makes it cold because it's coming from the north,
Yeah.
Arctic.
It's not that dark, considering how late it is. So, good conditions to play in.
It's in the air.
Just falls short of the cover. The cover fielder.
Well, just for the briefest of seconds, it was in the air. We all had hope. Well, I'm sure the Rush girl,
Didn't.
Catherine Foley, was
Yeah.
quite pleased to see it fall to turf. Up in the air again from Bigger Gallagher and Foley again, and Neve Jennings doesn't take the 2 steps forward, goes for the run out.
Go home.
I thought that perhaps if she'd moved a little earlier, Neve Jennings could have been in a position to take the catch. She's the fielder at sort of wide mid-on, and she's wearing the red puffer jacket.
I just think she's a little bit deep. I think she needs to take about 3 or 4 steps forward.
This one left outside the off by Becca Gallagher. Didn't come back for her.
Is it Mabel or Megan who's batting? I think it's Megan.
I think it's Megan's the 2.
Yeah, I don't think it's Mabel. I don't think it's the opening bowler. I think it's Megan, who I assume is her sister. Yeah. Just full toss there. Pulled the ball around to the leg side, but there's someone in the deep there protecting the boundary. So just a single. But that's all Rush need to do. Just keep working singles. Don't give away cheap wickets, and they'll easily get the again.
Oh, I thought she was going to connect with that. And it was
Yeah.
going to disappear over the boundary. She didn't, and it didn't. So,
Got away with that one, I think, Becca Gallagher. Just struggling to find a bit of line and length here. Getting great
Yeah.
flight. Oh, that's it. That's a beautiful bit of flight. Sorry.
well, once you
Yeah.
choose the middle path, it all works well. Put that one on the stumps. The batsman, bat didn't get in the way.
No, just got it above the eye line, didn't she? And just tempted into the big shot.
It's just straight.
Yep. You
Because
miss,
that
I hit.
triangle is bringing it in. And too often it starts on leg and goes even further down leg. But this one, you'll see on the replay.
Here we go. Lovely. Big.
Straight in the stumps, good lot, full length, gets through the defences, and Rush lose their first wicket as Catherine Foley is dismissed, bowled by Becca Gallagher for 6 runs. And Pembroke delighted at having made the breakthrough. There is Neve Jennings, and I tell you, she's the most sensible person out there.
Yep.
I'm not talking about whether she goes for the catch or doesn't go for the catch.
No, she's
but-
wearing
but
the right gear.
Wearing the right gear.
Yep. I absolutely couldn't agree more.
Do you know what else you need? You know the mittens that kids have with the string between
Yes.
them?
Yeah.
We should all have those mittens right now.
If you've seen the ones that are connected to your cap, they come down like what do you call it, like Sherpa sort of
All right.
cap, but they're actually mittens at the end of it.
Yep.
So they're not,
I'm in favour.
yeah, so you don't lose them. Anyway, a good breakthrough there for Pembroke. 16 for loss of 1 wicket after 3.5.
Is anybody who's watching tonight in New York, were they at today's game? Do let us know if you were. It'd be great to hear from you. As Becca Gallagher.
Becca takes 2 for 2.
Becca Gallagher is now on a hat trick.
Caught
Caught and bowled and a bowled. Nicely done, wasn't it, James?
That was really well done. Again, she just pitched it up, got above the eye line. The batter seemed to come underneath it as opposed to trying to go
Almost too early. into
too
the
early.
shot.
Yeah, and just lifted it up. Simplest of catches. Here we go. Another gets it above the eye line there. And then,
High on the bat.
yes.
And Foley could only pop it back up to the bowler. And yeah,
Just mute me for a sec. Trying to- Anyway, wow. So we're back into it. Pembroke could be feeling pretty good about this. 2 of the opening batters down. 16 on the board. They're fighting their way back in.
still required rate of 4 and over. They're exactly on time with that. It's just the loss of the wickets will worry them slightly. Ash Carthy sets off after this. Should leave it for the fielder coming in, Lucy Deacon, and does.
Nothing wrong with that ball, though. That was a good ball by Jess. Just played well, though, by the batter. Just straight bat, picks up the single.
It's amazing. We've been talking about how well Jessica Duffy Mullen has been bowling, and yet she finds herself wicketless. And Becca Gallagher, we were talking about her range from down leg to down off, and she's the one with 2 wickets.
Yeah, it's a
funny game, cricket.
it is a very funny game. But Jessica is building good pressure from the nursery end.
Well, this is often what happens. They can't score a run at one end, and so they take on the other end, and it provides more opportunities to the other bowler.
Yeah, at the moment it's a great. Jessica fields her own bowling there, and so far 3 dot balls in a row.
Well, they take the single on this occasion.
They're quick between the wickets. I wonder if some of these fielders should just take 1 step forward. Maybe, maybe not.
think they're giving themselves that buffer zone.
Yeah.
It's a buffer zone that allows a single, but it will stop the 4, is their thinking.
Yeah, and it's probably, if you get too close and one does go up in the air, you don't want to go over your head and all that sort of stuff, you know. It's kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't sort of situation, I suppose.
It's really a decision for a captain as to where they want them. This one comes off the edge of the bat, and Neve Jennings chases it, but I tell you, the flying figure down the sidelines.
Lucy Deakin, boy, well, save 2 for a team there.
Now, I am going to have to check with somebody that is Lucy Deakin, because otherwise I've been naming the wrong person for a long time, and I apologise.
Yeah. Look, tonight you're Lucy Deakin. I'm sorry if that's not your name, but tonight you are. But it's a great bit of fielding. Covered a lot of ground.
I know how we'll find out.
Who are you going to call? Ghostbusters. Anyway, showing my age there. Yeah, it wasn't really a funny joke. It's a bad dad's joke. Anyway, let's move on.
I love the way you're your own best critic at times.
Yeah. Okay, Becca Geller to continue. Lifts it up in the air, but she gets away with it. It's going to pick up a single. Again, Lucy Deakin, we hope, is the right fielder there. He picks it up, returns it to the bowler. Becky Gallagher with good figures at the moment. Off her 2.1 overs, 10 for 2. Looking just to sort of get another breakthrough. She flights it up again. Oh, just misses the outside of the edge of the bat there, through to the keeper. Good bowling. Great take behind the stumps there. Get her on it. It's Naomi, who's been with holding the gloves for a few years now for Pembroke. Just toying with the batter there. Some good variation. Played out to Jessica there in the covers and no run.
Well, the scoring rate has slowed a bit. Not much, but a little bit. That's a nice shot. That's the ball that got Becca her caught and bowled. And on this occasion, the bat Ramnath Pure takes her single to mid-off.
Wasn't sure.
No, it was a definite late decision, and it nearly cost her. Now,
sort of think at this stage of the game, with this many wickets in hand and only 80 to get, why would you risk it? But anyway, she gets away with it.
lifts one round onto the leg side. Square leg has to come in from the boundary. Won't stop the single. She's quick, that young lady.
She certainly is. She's covering lots of ground down there and been very valuable for her team. Saved many runs so far. Can she conjugate some more magic here? Just drifting away from the batter, through to the keeper. Disappointed she didn't get that away on the offside, but anyway. Only conceded 3 runs.
It's funny you should say that, because I was looking at Becca and she looked disappointed that she hadn't taken the edge through to the keeper on that one. It's the Johnny Bell time again. 22 for 2. I won't even pretend to do it in James's accent.
Neither will I. 22 for 2.
Yeah, you can't. Trust me. Trust me. I've done it so many times in my head, even just seeing it now.
Yeah.
And in my head, it's perfect. But by the time it makes its way past my lips,
Just to continue, he's going to bowl her out, I think. Maybe give her 5. I'd give her 5 overs, the way she's bowling. Played on the offside there, just picks up a single. It's a full toss, just sort of trying a bit too hard, maybe. There's a seagull. Strolls across the top of your screen there. Looking for a bit of tea, maybe.
I think he's just looking for publicity.
Yeah,
it's going to be a wide. It's going to be 5 of them. The ball is starting to pick up speed. I've noticed that over the last week. We've had some good weather. Last weekend was a lovely weekend. The outfield has quickened up, and quickened up considerably. I don't know if Dale has cut the grass shorter, but I think it's quickened up. Niall? Yeah.
It was out to cut the grass.
Well, of course, it's not Dale. It's Connor Austin, currently carrying out the work as Dale and Shauna on a well-deserved break in New York, which is quite possibly Florida too.
It was a good ball from Jessica there, but just worked away from off the pads onto the leg side there. Just protection there though. Just picks up a single. It's been a bit unlucky that she hasn't been able to pick up a wicket. She's bowling really well, almost a bit too well.
Tries to cut that one, drags her hand across it. Nothing said by the umpire. Yeah, I was, as usual at Irish cricket games at World Cups, it's the same faces you see all the time.
Yeah.
I saw Barry Tucker today. And
I believe Steve McCarthy's going over soon.
he's waiting for the Florida part, I think.
Right. Oh, nice ball, great line of length. It's sort of dipped.
Florida, of course, most famous for, I suppose, Disneyland. Disney World, isn't it, in Florida?
Probably Disney World, I'd say, yeah.
Disneyland in California. Full of amusement parks.
Just drifting down leg, and she does that fielder there to protect it. Picks up a single, though. Brings the total on to 30. It's edging closer and closer. Really need another breakthrough now. That's Pembroke. Sort of put the brakes on this.
I mean, neither Rush girl is scoring at a particularly fast rate, but they are scoring. It's nicely played away on the offside. Nice straight bat for that one. Played into the covers. Becca Gallagher it was who did the fielding. Ends the over with a dot.
8 from it.
Expensive over. 8 coming from it in the end.
Oh, that's a good ball.
Well,
Anyway, it looks like Lucy Deacon.
now we will find out, won't we? Because it will come up here.
Yep. Let's see if we're right.
For a change.
But not bad figures after 4 overs. 17 off. Yay! We got it right. Just Mullen with her spell. 4 overs, 17 for no wicket.
Well, best of luck with your bowling, Lucy, because you've done a tremendous job with your fielding thus far. Delighted to see that we did recognise you. It's very difficult when they only appear in helmets.
Yeah.
Bit of turn for her there.
Yeah.
A lot of loop and dip, but certainly I think that came back of it.
Quite accurate, actually. Yeah. So.
Well, one swallow does not make a summer. Let's see how she gets on for the rest of this over.
Yeah, that one.
Slips down. She just tightened up there. Didn't let go of the ball. She's probably holding the ball. This is a trick that I was taught last year. She's probably holding the ball in her hand instead of in her fingers.
Yep. You've got to be able to get your fingers
finger
on
in between
the ball
Yep.
and your palm of your hand.
And sometimes it's difficult to do that. Well,
Just
another wide, this time down the leg side.
It's much simpler. Commentators fucking purse.
Yep. Swear jar on standby. Yeah, look, she just struggling to find a line. Tried a bit too hard maybe at the moment. Just
Feeling the pressure. Worldwide TV coverage. That's better. It's down the track.
but what a
Played
nice
away.
shot.
Played away square leg, where there's a lovely bit of fielding done. And again, Jessica doing a fine job out there. She looks frozen. Just go back to her there a second now.
No? Okay.
Okay.
All right. As she
Rama
turns
Pure facing now.
pale shade of blue. Oh, she's getting some flight, isn't she?
Certainly not afraid to toss it up there. And sometimes for a bat. That could be the most confusing thing, that above the eye line
Oh,
thing.
you think, here we go, I'm going to get it. Oh, no, I'm not. Yep.
Yep, it often just drops on you then.
Yeah, it just gets underneath the toe of your bat and skittles you.
Nicely played. Pushes out on the leg side, takes the single. They won't consider a second. Neve Jennings makes sure of that.
This is all Lucy needs to do.
Yep.
She's
Now,
looking-
can you not tell me that despite having bowled 4 overs, she is not absolutely frozen?
Oh, good God.
Oh, through to the keeper.
Tempted to give LBW, must have been just on the actual,
Just missing leg by
just, yeah, marginally.
an elephant's leg.
Yeah. Just wants to keep doing what she was doing before. Just keep it simple. There you go.
This one, again, played out square leg.
Just
This occasion.
well
that
picked
is-
up.
One
One-handed. That's lovely.
hand pick up on the run, gets it back into the keeper. There was never going to be 2 there, that's for sure.
No,
Well,
that's
here you'll see it again.
covered a lot of ground.
Kept her eye on the ball, made sure her feet were right, got her hand all the way down, picked it up, and that's a super piece of work. But I will say, there are other players who try to do that and miss it completely, and then you look a little bit silly.
And a lot of those are on the men's team.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. No, absolutely.
Yeah, no, that was. I think she's going to be a bit of a superstar, Jess. She's shown all the skills now, and bowling, batting, fielding.
The desire is the thing, isn't it, really? I mean,
Yeah.
there is such a drop-off in women's sport, or traditionally there has been, from primary to secondary school, and then throughout secondary school, and then after school.
Yeah.
And whether it's because the clubs aren't in close enough touch with the schools or whatever it may be, I don't know. But I don't know what the answer is, and it's been a problem for many, many years. And that's why cricket ends up sort of being families.
Yeah. Ashley Carthy to continue here. That's a better ball from Ash. Again, just keep it simple, keep it straight. But no, I think if Jess can continue, and it won't be long before she's on the first. Guess it comes, when you've got that sort of talent, it's going to be up to her, but she's showing immense talent. So best of luck with her for the
I
future.
think what she is showing is certainly potential.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
And a willingness to try it.
Yeah.
Now, it may be that in 4 years' time, she says,
Nah.
nah, not for me.
Good running.
And it would be a shame.
Yeah, it would be. That was good running by Rush. They pick up 2 there. It's just lifted off the pitch and put away as a good pull shot there. There's protection, but quite deep. And just at the right speed where they're able to pick up 2. So Rush now move on to, was it 36 or 38? Anyway,
I'm
high
going to go
30s.
with 38.
High 30s, yeah, 38.
They're
here we
nearly
go.
at the halfway mark. They only need another 42 now.
Pembroke needed 8 wickets. It's a good ball, but well played. Again,
Square. There is a fielder out there.
Marissa Whaley.
Does stop it and gets it back in.
Donahue picks up another 2. She's moved on to 19. Looking very settled and very good at the moment.
And that is the halfway mark. That's Ash Carthy. Recently.
Picked off her legs, lovely. Just whipped around the behind square. Picks up a single.
Still Orion with a neat piece of fielding.
So, what are we up to? After 9 overs, score is 41 for 2. One feels Rush is very comfortable at the moment.
Well, again, the main wicket that Pembroke will be looking for is that of O'Donoghue.
she's the key, one would feel, to the having chance of success to defending this total, and Rush would be hoping that she stays in there, because if she stays there, you'd feel like it's just a matter of time now before Rush chase down his total. Deacon to continue.
Oh, that one may be just a little bit short. We'll allow that one for the over, I think.
It's so important as a bowler to just try and have
just relax
and
well,
just,
she looks relaxed.
Yeah, she does. It's just sometimes, I think that might just be how she's gripping the ball, like we said earlier.
Yeah,
just holding it too tight.
That's better.
Batsman just sort of body language is bemused, is sort of inquiring maybe indirectly, was that not a no ball?
Well, the difference being there's a line that she's standing on running from side to side there, and the second bounce was after that line.
That's right.
And in which case it's one bounce before that line that you're allowed. And that's a beautiful delivery. She's done it for length. Just a shame it wasn't on the stumps for her. It certainly would have been. But that's a much better delivery. It's strange. Yeah. And somebody just needs to sit down with her and show her how to hold a cricket ball. She just needs to go and ask somebody.
Yeah.
She can see, I mean, I know it's difficult, but if you want to improve, it's the sort of question you've got to ask somebody.
Or,
it's in the air.
Oh, it's a
cut
nice
away.
cut. Yeah, lovely. I'll pick up one, maybe two. That's good running. She's quick.
Relay throw, and it hits the batsman, not in the way she thought it may have done. For a moment then, I thought the Rush shirts had on the front Mexico. I thought that's an impressive sponsor.
Yeah. Yeah, Donahue moves to 22 now. She's looking very, very settled. It's a better ball. Oh, just played nicely, just dabbed out to the offside there. No run, just happy to work that one away.
Safe as houses, really.
No risk there at all. No, I mean, look, Deacon might be even better off sometimes. If you just go on YouTube, there's lots of instructional videos of people how to actually hold a ball if you want to.
She is
bowl.
getting a bit of turn, though.
Yeah,
I will say that for her. This one was a little short, and with her trajectory, it just sat up and asked to be hit out to the leg side. Donahue obliged and went on to 23, and the score now 45 for 2. That having been said, and we'll have a look at the end of the over. There's just one more ball away at the worm.
Did it hit a foot?
Well, the umpire will let us know.
Yes, it did. Laid by there.
Foot, and that is the end of the over. And here is a replay of the relay throw. That's teamwork for you, pal. Oh, thuds into the... kicks it onto her bat.
Anyway, they got it back for 2. So after 10, it's 46 for 2.
Time for the worm. And you can see Rush just comfortably ahead at the moment. Pembroke do have a nice... Oh!
What did all of a sudden?
It added one more over. And that over was a maiden. And look at the difference it made.
So... Ash McCarthy to continue. The first ball on the stumps, just played away on to mid-on for no run.
No, too late.
Yeah, I know it was. There's an appeal from the bowler and one other person who I think may be walking their dog.
Yes, maybe. There was a little bit wide, but it's a little bit down leg, one would say. Not really a serious appeal.
No. Well,
again, she's just
goes down the leg side, and Graham Mooney will acknowledge that fact. Sorry.
No, absolutely no. I think she's just trying a bit too hard all of a sudden. Just trying to get a bit more oomph through the ball. I think she just needs to...
Again, just relax, Ash.
Line and length.
She's holding the ball in her fist as well.
Yeah. Play it away onto... mid on and just picks up the single. This is all Rush need to do. Just keep rotating the strike. Plenty of time to pick up their 32 runs. Oh, that's a lovely shot.
Pulled out square on the leg side. The fielder, Marissa Whaley, is there. She gets it back in. Just a single for a lovely shot.
Yeah, she got down, foot forward, just pulled that one away on the leg side. Kept on the ground the whole way. Real delight to watch, actually. Got a high bat there.
Being appealed because it hit a pad.
Unfortunately, the pad's 3 stumps across.
Yeah.
Or 3 sets of stumps. But, you know, it's worth having a feel. Have a shot. Well, you never know. Gray might be sneezing. Interesting position he's got, Graham, isn't he?
He's consistent, though.
Mm.
I think he's trying to give as much room to the bowler as possible.
Anyway, at the end of the over, 11 overs down, 49 for 2.
Well, it's going to be Deacon again. Let's see how they get on now.
Donohue's on 24.
She's going to look to bring up the Rush half century this over, and maybe a few more. She plays that one round to the leg side. It races away to the boundary, no problem at all. 4 free runs, and that is the half century for Rush in their pursuit of Pembroke's 79, and they now only require 27, and the run rate is of no consequence at all.
No, it's one feels now that, you know, unless there's a collapse, this is going to be Rush's game, and say they should be. You know, they bowled really well.
Fielded exceptionally well.
Yes.
And now Mabel O'Donoghue is doing a good job of leading her side. Well, sorry, Megan, we thought it was, wasn't it?
No, I think it's, I think this is Megan. I think
Megan is leading her sister's side then, assuming her sister is the captain.
No, she's looking good. She deserves to be there at the end. She's batted really well, set her team up, made sure there's no doubt.
She's just waiting on these ones, and that will be signalled wide. They'll take another one as well.
Yeah, just bounced off the side of the mat there to allow for an extra run. It's 2 wides. And Ramnathpur now gets to have an opportunity herself. Sort of playing a good support role here.
I think at this stage, Becky Gallagher has to consider bringing back her opening bowlers and just bowling them out. Just 25 runs required.
Yeah.
No point in leaving anything in the tank.
No, and you don't want to get down there where you only got 12 to defend. It's too late then. You've got to strike now. Well, you've got the last opportunity too.
Another wide.
Yeah.
Deacon just having a bit of a problem with control at the moment. This will come with practice and with a little bit of coaching. There's certainly potential there, but at the moment, well, extras themselves.
Yeah, making a big contribution.
I say are doing well as well. This one played away on the leg side. That's well called by non-striker.
O'Donoghue, yep.
Yeah, she did well there. She was immediately open to the fact that there was a run on offer.
Very alert, very switched on. Keen to get back on strike herself. And why wouldn't you when you can play shots like that? There is protection down there in the deep and well fielded. Picks up the single. She would have been disappointed she didn't get that to the rope, but I think she'd be happy just to keep turning this around. She moves on to 29. See, guys. Score now moves on to 58 for 2. Just slipping out of Pembroke's grasp now. Yeah, Oh, hits the side of the.
Nearly bowled by a wide.
They really need to get a roller maybe on both sides of that pitch and just roll that grass down a little bit more. I don't know what they can do, but it seems to be about 3 inches higher than the actual mat.
I saw it in the interprovincials, and it was actually quite worrying because
Yeah.
if you were fielding behind it,
The ball hits that and springs up in your face.
Oh, it does. I saw a couple that sort of almost fooled fielders because they were coming in and then suddenly it was past them.
Yeah.
So I don't know whether it's a tamping down thing or a cutting thing or an adding thing or a lifting
It
thing.
might be a lifting resurface underneath it and put the mat back down maybe. I don't know.
Quick 10-ton of sand or something.
Yep.
Bit of tarmac, Adam. Let's liven it up.
Either way, it seems to have sunk a little bit since last season.
Sheets of elastic.
Yeah. Bit of trampoline underneath there or something, you know. That'd be fun to watch, wouldn't it?
This one goes through to the keeper.
Well kept there by Naomi. She's scored a lot of runs in that area, though. She'd be disappointed she didn't get off. And the bail has fallen off the stump, just by the wind, one would think.
Oh, very much so. It was on a second ago.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been a remarkable ball to come from leg stump to take that on. And she's just unfortunately... Graham, no, it's not Graham. He's not umpiring that side. The square leg umpire's quite happy for everyone else to build the castle. There you go. Nope. Just trying.
You see, one of the stumps is now too high.
Yes. And
Now
umpire
the
now
umpire decides he does need to get involved, and quite rightly.
It's back to front. Yeah. Needs to flip that bar over. He's done it. There you go. And it's a nicely put back together, and we can proceed. 12.2 overs down.
Oh!
No, just outside the line. I thought she'd actually bowled here there for a second.
Well, I thought it was a chance of a caught behind for a second.
Anyway,
so it
lots
was
of drama.
interesting anyway. Well, it's a strange stance she's got. She's batting well outside off stump. Explains why she's so good at the leg side, but surely she gets bowled a lot. Keeps that one out.
Yeah, she's almost... Your toes are on off stump. Yeah, anyway.
Big step back then, just to
Ooh.
play it on the offside. This time Ash misses. Another extra. Oh, I meant to have a look at that at the end of the over. I'll do it at the end of this over.
18 required now. I think you're absolutely right. I think Jess and Beck need to come on. Oh, that's...
Without further ado.
Yeah. Just gets the top edge down, lifts it up, but they were able to scamper through for a single. There was no one there to take the catch.
See, only 17 required now. It's hard for the openers to come back when they've got so few to defend.
Yeah.
Nothing.
I think mainly for pride, really. You just need to see if you can get one or two wickets.
This one played out the leg side, and they'll go through for a single. The running between these two has been most excellent. They're getting some good coaching out in rush. And credit to the coaches, but also credit to the women themselves taking on the coaching.
Yeah, nice call through. They just, no hesitation, just run through and run through quick. They are fast. Quite easily turn ones into twos with the speed they've got and the communication they've got. So it's impressive. That's been impressive batting, especially by O'Donoghue, who's now moved on to 30. It's been an excellent knock to watch. Very controlled.
So Becca Gallagher obviously watching YouTube TV, Pembroke Cricket Live, whilst playing, because she's taken us up on our suggestion and brought herself back onto bowl from the St John's end.
I think it was all part of her cunning plan anyway, you know.
2 overs to go from Becca.
But it's a good move. She needs to bowl herself out, absolutely. Just making adjustments to the field now. What would you do? Bring
Do you know what I noticed as a lost art as well? Noticed it this season. Shining the ball.
Oh, Wrecks my head to how no one shines the ball.
It's
oh,
in the air.
It's going to be safe, though.
Drops in front of Neve Jennings again. I do have to say on another point, but because we're playing with pink balls, nobody bothers shining it anymore because you don't get that nice red shine that you can see. Also, all the clothes we're wearing are polyester.
Yeah,
so
it doesn't.
What can you shine it with?
I know. Oh, nicely played there. Just pulled it away behind, way behind square, down to 45.
I do remember the tale of a young player who shall remain nameless, who had a shoe shine sponge secreted in his pocket, and the ball would go in and come out again.
Nice.
Mirror finish.
Yeah, sure.
It swung considerably.
Do
you remember that, Niall?
The next person who will try to do that will unfortunately have the wrong colour. Don't buy black or brown.
Yeah, which colour shoe polish? Pink, please.
Or at least.
Well bowled.
Oh, that's a lovely shot.
Super play out to mid-wicket.
Being chased by Jessica. She picks it up with one hand again. She's very, very good in the deep. Good fielding.
Jessica delighted to have something to do. Bit of a run, bit of a warm-up.
Oh, yeah, just she's turning the pale shade of blue at the moment, like the rest of us.
And yet, we're seeing shadows on the pitch as a hazy sunshine bathes Sydney Parade. Oh, that one just missed the off stump. A big swipe by Ranathpur. And if she got hold of it, they'd have only needed 8.
Yes, that was the shot she wanted. I'm looking to see where I'm going to hit it before I hit it. But she was unlucky not to get bowled on that. Anyway, she survives. That's a better shot for the ball like that. Just defend it well. You've got plenty of time.
Absolutely no rush on runs. Just 2 and over required.
Maybe her partner goes down the middle and just says, yeah, just relax, Let's be there at the end. Let's not give away your wicket.
Just to give you a quick look at the worm. See, however, we're entering a period where Pembroke kind of stagnated.
Yes, Jessica coming on for one last over to see if she can do some damage.
Well, the extra pace and accuracy suiting the batting. Half fielded by Becca. Shakes her hand, shakes that one off. Oh, I'd say that hurt tonight.
Yes.
We're all sat here with our hands in our pockets. And
you can just feel the pain from here.
we know just how cold her fingers must be. It will get the blood moving, though. And now the sun coming right across the ground.
Oh, good ball, but just drifted slightly down leg, collects the pad and bounces over the stumps. Not having any luck with getting wickets, Jessica Duffy-Mullen tonight, but she's bowling well.
Well, overall, I think Rush
They've just
had the better
outplayed.
game.
Yeah, they just outplayed Pembroke, haven't they? This is better. They thought about a single there, but quite rightly
Turned it
decided
down.
not to do that.
And the score now, James, is?
One short of 70. 69.
69 for,
Giddy.
69 for 2.
For 2 even. Oh, look at that come back in. Oh, she's got some good movement there, but well defended by the batsman.
It's amazing. I'm looking into
I think this batsman
the
just
blinding sun and freezing at the same time.
It's about like looking at your fridge light, isn't it? When you open the fridge door.
Comes into bowl. This one a bit wide. Played away on the offside. Beats Ash Carthy. Beats Becca Gallagher. And Lucy Deacon travels a long way to pick that up and get it back in.
Pick up 2.
2 more.
I think I might have actually hit the umpire, hit Graham on the back. Anyway, stop the overthrows if there were going to be any. It's
Just 9 runs from victory now.
Lucy
And it's gonna
saved
be
2
a
there.
Going to be a well-deserved victory for Rush.
Yeah, they have looked spectacular, haven't they?
They've done better in all departments, really.
Yeah, they're
batting, bowling, fielding. But it shows Pembroke what they need to do.
Oh, look, this would be great for Rush and for, Megan O'Donoghue. She's going to be set up well for future games coming up. Let's give her great confidence to be able to bat through an innings, score some good runs. She's bowled well as well. She's had a very good day at the office today. I would say quite easily been
Player of the
game for sure.
Star of the game.
Star of the game at least.
If we were sponsored by Heineken, we're not, obviously. Club colour would be green, I suppose.
Possibly, yeah. Well, I'd change our colours to green if they sponsored us. Give us enough money. Oh.
That one gets through to the keeper. It's a dot ball. But yes, O'Donoghue has taken wickets, has scored runs, seen a team to victory here. It's been the O'Donoghue show, really.
It really has, and she needs, to stay there and carry her bat.
Ooh.
Off the pad though, but good work behind the stumps there by Naomi.
There might have been a bit of glove in there.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, I can't see Pembroke coming back from this now.
A little too late.
The win predictor, I think, is on 99.9.
Recurring. Here we go. Oh, that's a nice ball. Unlucky not to get the edge, but well taken behind the stumps again. Good bowling by Becky Gallagher. 16 runs so far for 2 wickets. She's been the pick of the Pembroke bowlers as far as getting the result. Her and Jess Duffy-Mullen. And that one just down leg, but O'Donoghue just fast to connect. So it's a dot ball. Just needs to basically see off these next 2 balls. And that will be the end of Becky Gallagher. And then she can bring her team home, one would feel. She's been outstanding. Don't throw it away now. And she gets good connection there, but straight to a fielder. Scampers through for a single, though. This that quick running we talked about earlier.
Just a slight misfield allowed them to complete that without any drama.
Now her partner, Renantha, is on strike. She's been a good support there. She's collected 12, held down an end, and has one to navigate now. Gets a nice straight drive, actually, and past the bowler, and she picks up a single and retains a strike.
Well, Becca gets through a good over, just the 2 runs coming from it. However, it may be too little too late.
But she has bowled well for her team. 18 for 205. Unfortunately, it's not going to be her night tonight as a captain. But there's always positives to take out of games. There's always things that can improve on as well. So they were in a lot of trouble early on, and they were able to fight back and put 79 on the board. It wasn't going to be enough, but at least it was something to bowl against. So they can take courage. Heart, that's the word I'm looking for, heart out of that. And Rush have just been outstanding. They've been absolutely exceptional all around in all facets of the game.
The straw man wanted a heart and the lion wanted courage. Well, Lucy Deacon coming back at the other end.
Just trying a bit too hard there and just concedes an extra. 74 for 2, just inching closer and closer to victory. 6 more to go. That's a bit better, but not just lucky not to be caught wide. I think umpire's been a little bit on discretion at the moment.
Yeah.
Again, just Lucy needs to relax. She's bowled some good balls in here as well, so she's got some good bases to work for. She just dragged her arm down that, it wasn't high enough in the delivery, just a bit tired maybe. Or just trying too hard and got it too vertical, horizontal even, instead of vertical.
missing out line and length. Oh,
Something wasn't right there. Quite rightly, she pulled
quite
out.
right that she stops.
Absolutely. Best thing to do.
Absolutely. Too many times when you do continue, the ball disappears to the boundary. This one's in the air, and it's a caught and bowled for Lucy Deacon.
No, it doesn't. She dropped it.
Oh no. That's a shame.
Unfortunately. Oh, I thought she had that there too, and I think she did. And
Oh, that is a shame.
got the top edge.
Straight down the pitch. She came forward for it. It was in her hands.
It just couldn't hold onto it. Just
slipped through. That is a shame. I would have liked to have seen her take a wicket today. And now Donahue decides that keep that one out.
yes. Well, a life there for the other batsman, Ramnath further. Sorry, apologise. Didn't quite get your name there right. Anyway, you could say that she deserves a carrier bat, by the way. You know, she's bowled well. And
Another wide, no ball signalled. And now we're just down to 3 required.
well, Donahoe try to put it to bed now, or just play the ball on its merits.
Plays that one out, down the 45.
The leg side. Picks up one. She's going to probably put 2 more to go, 1 more to go. Just, yeah. Who's going to hit the winning runs? Is this going to be the ball that does it, or just defend on the way and let Megan O'Donoghue get the winning runs? Who knows?
No, she's going to hit that one again round the corner. Nice bit of fielding.
Scores a level.
So 4 overs, 0 for 25 for Deacon. She did miss out on that caught and bowled chance during that over, and that was a shame. So the scores are level now. Rush have only lost the 2 wickets, and Ash Carthy to come on from the St John's end. It's going to be right arm around as 2 Seagulls have a little disagreement.
Yeah, not enough airspace here, obviously.
There he is, just seen off his mate, or no longer his mate.
Yeah. Slight falling out there. You know, Ash to continue.
So Ash's first ball gets pulled around to the leg side. It will reach the fence. It will end the game, and it results in a Rush victory by 8 wickets. Well, James, better team won.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, Rush are outstanding, as we've said a few times. They're absolutely brilliant. They batted so well. They fielded and bowled perfectly for the conditions and made it very difficult for Pembroke from the onset. There you go, lovely stroke there. Beautiful play out on the leg side. Split the ring. Too much work there for Jessica to get the ball. And what a great way to finish the game from a Rush point of view. And more importantly, these 2 get to carry their bat.
But that's well deserved as well. You could see the look of
Actually, I think it is Mabel. I think it is Mabel. Sorry, being called her Megan. I think it's Mabel. So sorry about that, Mabel.
Yeah, we apologise. But we thank you for a good game of cricket.
Yes, they played really well, and it was a great game of cricket to watch. Everyone's, even on the sidelines, looks like they're frozen stiff and cannot wait to get back in the cars and on the way back home, where they can put the heater on.
Yeah.
No, but this is an outstanding performance by Rush, and you can
But
see
some bright sparks on the Pembroke side. It's not all bad news there. Lucy Deacon, tremendous fielder. The batting and the bowling, well, we'll work on those and we will get better.
Yeah, I think Jessica Duffy-Mullen too was good with the ball in the field.
Becker was reliable as ever, leading by example, leading from the front.
Yeah, both runs and wickets. She bowled and batted superbly for a team. Gale started off well, but unfortunately just couldn't go on with it. But
Another game, another day. Have the memory of a goldfish.
It just shows, maybe another 20 or 30 runs could have made it a lot more interesting game. But not tonight. And congratulations to Rush. Well done. And interesting to see how they progress through the season.
Well, I can tell you that's the end of our midweek broadcast for this week. There is no game here tomorrow or Friday. It really looks strange in that thing.
Yeah.
Saturday, however, there is some cricket on. It's a double header in the ground. I will get out the relevant WhatsApp message.
As you see the scorecard there for Pembroke Women's batting. We showed you that before. Pretty much Ballick start there by Gale. Unfortunately, Naomi Mitchell got bowled very early on, but Becky Gallagher had a great knock there for 25. Lucy Deakin was looking good at 12 for 12. Just played across the line there on a ball that wasn't there to be played across the line and got LBW.
So the start wasn't great. The middle, all right, and then just sort of fell away again at the end.
Yeah.
And this is why. Some excellent bowling by the Rush women. And Mabel O'Donoghue and Megan O'Donoghue, well, as I said before, 6 for 24 between them. And then you have Catherine Foley and Piva Armstrong, who took 4 for 41, which also not bad.
Yeah, good enough tonight. And here we go, the Rush women's second card. Well, look at that. Mabel O'Donoghue opened the batting and undefeated on 34. Great knock. Really good to see. And a partner, Ramnath Rapura, 19 not out. Excellent support. Just chipped away there. Kept on, holding down on the end. Unfortunately, look at that. Extras 24. That's just not...
there's 8 runs, which is 10% of the total.
Yeah.
So suddenly you're on the back foot already. Well, Becca Gallagher, she took those 2 wickets in 2 balls. And apart from that, well, the bowling was grand. I mean, everybody's economy rate is there or thereabouts. But it was a very good stand between O'Donoghue and...
Their partner.
Rapura.
Yep.
And there is the worm. And Pembroke did their best, put up a score of 80, which at one stage didn't look likely, but it was as we predicted. But Rush had more than enough in the tank and plenty of balls remaining at the end. There is the match summary. As I said, this is the final midweek broadcast this week. Our next broadcast will probably be Saturday, when the men's fourths are entertaining Tyrrellstown, and then on Sunday, I don't know if anybody will be here to commentate, but the men's fifths are playing DLR again in a T20.
And the men's sevenths are playing, or the sixes really, are playing on the junior mat at the same time.
Yep.
So cricket all around here.
I don't know why they just didn't start the men's fifths game at 1 o'clock and then start the development teams game at 5 o'clock, or when it was finished. So we'll leave you with the match summary. We'd like to thank Niall. We'd like to thank everybody out there who has subscribed, and even our viewers who haven't subscribed. You're okay too.
Yeah.
So we'll see you on Saturday. Until then, thank you very much.
Thank you. Good night.